Has the United States been hesitating in its financial support for Ukraine recently? Let's delve into the current state of US funding for Ukraine. Not long ago, former US President George W. Bush held a public conversation with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. The discourse, dubbed "The Struggle for Freedom," underscored the critical role of US backing in Ukraine's conflict with Russia. This event, however, also brought to the forefront certain questions about the sustainability of this support. The Ukrainian government has been vocal in its need for ongoing military and economic assistance. Yet there's a growing chorus of voices questioning the duration of this high-level backing. Some are even suggesting a potential pullback in funding. This is not just about the dollars and cents. It's about strategic alliances, global power dynamics, and the fight for freedom. As we navigate these complexities, one thing is clear: the future of US funding for Ukraine seems to hang in the balance. But this wasn't always the case, was it? Let's delve into the past. The relationship between the United States and Ukraine has seen a fair share of ebb and flow, especially when it comes to financial support. It all started after Ukraine's independence in 1991, when the United States began providing economic assistance to help the country transition into a market economy. This support escalated during times of crisis, such as in 2014, following Russia's annexation of Crimea, when the US pledged $1 billion in loan guarantees and technical assistance. However, there were also instances where this funding was under threat. Remember 2018, when the Trump administration temporarily froze military aid. And more recently, in 2022, questions were raised about the continuity of high levels of support, with some suggesting a pullback in funding. Yet, despite these uncertainties, the United States has largely maintained its commitment to Ukraine, recognizing the strategic importance of the country. There have been ups and downs in the US-Ukraine financial relations, which brings us back to our current predicament. So, what does the future hold for US funding for Ukraine? As we gaze into the crystal ball of future prospects, several factors come into play. First and foremost, political changes in the United States. Should Republicans capture the House majority, questions arise regarding the continuity of aid. While military aid may continue, economic assistance and non-military support face potential cuts. Secondly, fiscal constraints. The United States is juggling multiple financial commitments, domestically and internationally. As such, the allocation of funds is a delicate balancing act that may affect Ukraine's aid. Thirdly, shifts in international relations. The US is not the only actor on the global stage. Its decisions are influenced by the dynamics of international politics, which are as unpredictable as they are complex. The potential outcomes of these variables are manifold. On one hand, we could see a reduction in US funding, which would undoubtedly affect Ukraine's ongoing war. On the other, a shift in the political landscape or an easing of fiscal constraints could lead to a continuation or even an increase in support. Only time will tell whether the US will continue to financially support Ukraine in its hour of need.